I love how you did the slow mo.
You're a murderer.
Did you say finish him?
Yeah.
It's just the worst Mortal Kombat fight ever, like in
You
the
know how,
history.
you know how in like the Transformers movies, for some reason, all of the Transformers when they die, they go. "Rrr," there's like a voice line.
Yeah.
Rrr.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh, you know what? I didn't really think about that. It's the voice they would make if it was like a slow mo
Yeah,
thing, but it's not. They're
it's
still
so
dying
weird,
in
but
real
it's like,
time.
yeah, it's like that Star Wars, like that, that sound
Oh
effect.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
like the Transformers equivalent.
Except that's so much more like depressing for the Transformers. At least the Star Wars shit, it always sounds like when it's something cool's happening. It's always like during a fight,
Yeah,
during
yeah.
a like I don't know.
It's so ridiculous that it's not awful. It's not like a, oh man, that's an awful scream. It's like a stock footage sounds.
Okay. Welcome back to another episode of the Time Iridium Bomb Squad. Guess what, people? We have a full house today. Look who decided to join us. It is Cottrell, ID Faison, as always, with Alex Dragon Wiener Roberts,
Your boy.
Josh,
Your boy.
Josh Delonic Hall, and as always, it's your boy, aka Kapil, aka Wyvern Wang. What's going on, everybody?
Wyvern Wang.
What up?
Hey man, how y'all doing?
I say words.
Your boy.
For sure.
I say words.
Cottrell, it's so good to have you back.
Thank
Glad you could
thank
open your eyes for this one. Okay, Alex was really trying to convince me that you weren't here, bro. Like that was.
I thought you were about to eat it. Like seriously, that you were this close from like hook, line, and sinker. That shit.
Yeah.
Did I really lose my mind?
No,
Or is
I
Alex just fucking
I
with me?
didn't at
And
all.
if anybody has ever spent more than 5 minutes in a room with Alex, should know you need to default to he's fucking with me.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he wasn't here. As
Cause he's
well.
a fucking
took-
expert at that, man.
It
Like-
took years for his wife to just accept the fact that he trolls on a constant basis.
But he trolls so good. Like
I know.
He was like, "Yo, man, he was here a second ago," and Alex was like, "Are you sure, man?" And you're like, well, "Yeah, I mean, I was just talked.
Am I
Okay.
sure?
I'm not. Am I?"
So- This has been part of our friendship for many years, all right? It does not matter what I will be working on. Somehow he will find a way to put a dick on it.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good.
So
He's a grown ass man, everybody. He's a grown-ass
this happened. This happened at one of our first jobs, and I'd been sculpting on a character, and I leave my computer to go get some coffee, and I come back and I continue to work for the next hour or so. Unbeknownst to me, though, he had been in ZBrush, scrolled to the bottom of like the calf of this character or something, sculpted this giant dong, and then put my camera right back where it was. So I had no idea, and I had worked for another hour or two and saved multiple times. So there's this just penis on the side of a character that I had saved over and kept, and I could not revert. I had to go sculpt it out of the character. And
To be fair,
yesterday, I left my computer on for a minute, all right? I had a few internet tabs open, and then I come back, I put my headphones on, and suddenly, what is that horrible song with the Swedish guy that, like, trills his tongue?
the Blue Haha video.
Yeah, that shit. And it's going, and none of my tabs say there's any sound, and it's not stopping. It took me 5 minutes to realize he had put it in another tab and minimized it on the behind all my other shit. So, for anybody who ever meets us, know this.
Oh man, that is so good. That's so good. When I first met Alex at like half of our conversations, I was like, "Is he fucking with me? He can't be fucking with me. Like he can't. We barely know each other." nah, he can't be fucking with me. Then later on in life, I was like, yeah, he was definitely fucking with me. He was fucking with me all this
Actually, I have that problem meeting new people sometimes.
time.
My first interaction, actually, when I started getting back into theater again, my director at the time was up in front of everybody, and we're inside like basically a church doing like musical theater, but he's like, I'm sure it's an all new cast, and you're probably wondering like, who is this guy and why does he have a Red Bull in his hands and everything, and I was like, well, because you can't do cocaine in a church. And I said it with a completely straight face, and it was
This is
like
what he defaults to.
crickets, and
I
everybody
bet they were
just
all like, huh?
looked over at me like,
Why would you say that?
Oh, that's so good.
But yo, guys,
Yeah.
I want to bring it back to why we're all here.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
there's video games that need to be talked about.
Smash Cat. No, kidding.
You could have did the Smash Cast.
Coulda Smash Cast. Ah!
Did you guys see that IGN writer Philip? I'm gonna fucking butcher this name. Philip
DeFranco.
Usin, I think is how you pronounce it.
Hey, either way, he doesn't work for IGN anymore.
He doesn't work for anybody anymore. Ooh, bruh. He stole. So basically, guys, a 2D side scroller like Metroid Vania style game came out called Dead Cells, and a gaming channel called Boomstick Gaming on YouTube. I've honestly hadn't followed them, but apparently they have a pretty sizable following. They did a review on said game, and then a couple days later, IGN, or Philip Usin of IGN, or formerly I should say of IGN, put out a review, and then I found a side by side video comparison of this. Bruh, he stole that shit. It's like when you give your boy your homework in high school. It's like, yo, bro, can I copy your homework? It's like, yeah, but change it so it doesn't look obvious, you know?
Yeah.
But like
It
it
was
looks
obvious.
like it's
That
real
dude
bad.
That dude straight up sent a text for someone to take over his shift, and it forgot to take out, "Hey Emily," when he was talking to John. So he just it's a copy and paste that text, and it was just like, "Hey Emily, could you take my shift today?" He's like, "This is John." Oh, my bad. Well, can you take my shift? Like,
Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad. It was so bad. It was obvious. It was like, oh, no way. No way. This
It's
guy's
like,
a no-name
he was
channel.
born in
No one cares.
1987. It's like, nah, 1987 was the year that he was born.
I mean, he's not that much of a no-name channel, and even
No,
then,
I'm
like,
saying I didn't say he was a no name. I'm saying
Oh
I
no,
just never heard of him.
that guy must have thought like it just didn't matter. He's like, oh, even the people who know.
Oh yeah,
no one
Philip.
cares.
You must
He's
be
nobody.
I'm sorry,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's what he was thinking. He's like, oh, he's nobody. He's small time, and then
didn't that the small time channel though? Didn't they have like 50 grand subs or something like that?
yeah, which is dumb. Like it was
It's,
just like
Look, right now they're at
Boomstick is
66,000, and I guarantee you that was definitely, they definitely had less before this whole thing came out.
Yeah, I'm sure they pumped it up after getting the hype from
Because
IGN.
honestly, the review, and now I'm
It's really
subscribing
good.
to him. Yeah, the review wasn't bad. I was like, you know what? I'm glad I found this channel.
yeah.
It sucks
I'm
that this is how I
subscribed to that
found it.
guy. I'm subscribed to that guy myself. He's pretty good with I like my indie and weird games. He's one of the guys I follow for like.
You know what? I was
Reviews
looking
on-
at
on
it
certain
after
games.
watching this review because I saw this was, on sale. I was like, I don't know, and I watched this review from Boomstick Gaming. I was like, he kind of makes me want to get it.
Yeah, it's pretty to the point, and then I can like pretty much. He's good with minor details that I like, blown out of, like blown up and, analyzing every detail. But he was like he got me into Banner Saga, and
Yeah, you
Tooth
said
and
you just
Tail.
got that. Yeah,
Yeah, so like he's really dope.
cool.
I like him.
Well, check it out, guys. Boomstick Gaming. New
It's the best thing that's
VJ
happened
I
to
just
him.
heard.
Some
Oh.
good exposure.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Jesus. Ooh, man, this article bummed me out. Did you guys read this? Right.
yeah.
The Riot Games, yeah, they're
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was ridiculous. Yeah,
I
I saw
didn't-
that.
I
Which
didn't-
you sent that to us earlier.
Yeah, it
this
was
week,
like
right?
earlier in the week.
Yeah, I read
thought
that
it was a
shit.
really good article.
I just got mad and X'd out the tab.
Oh,
It's like, wow, that's really something that's going on.
It basically, so Riot Games, for those of you who don't know, created the highly popular League of Legends, arguably one of the most played games on the planet. Uh,
Yeah.
Anyway, unfortunately, this article came out and it tells the story of, and they changed her name for purposes, but in the story, her name is Lacey, and she talks about a whole bunch of sexual harassment that she had in the company and how it was implied she only got her job because she was an attractive female. Apparently, at one point, she came across an email chain where like senior members were talking about how much they would like to have sex with her, and then there's like high school shit. There was like they were actually like sending a list around of like the top 10 fuckable employees or something.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
I mean, of all the companies, this does not surprise me.
No, not in the slightest. This is a
probably
bunch
not,
of
yeah.
idiots that made.
That
I mean, do you
pause.
guys remember Dota back in the day before all this stuff existed on Warcraft? Like that
Oh,
shit
yeah.
was so toxic, and you
Yeah.
know the people like creating it were not like. And even then, it's
they
grown
are
up.
two of the most toxic game communities.
Yeah.
It's
So,
but
and
as
mind
much
you,
as
that's
I
not a
know
past.
it's-
Don't get me wrong.
as much as I knew that community was toxic, and I mean this sucks, but it's like just the blatant amount of sexism over top of it, like in today's age, you know, like I get
Yeah,
10
yeah.
years ago everything was different, but it's like even by today's standard, like this is still going on, you know, like on that level.
Yeah. Like on that.
I'm not
Yeah,
surprised
there's-
that these things happen. I'm just surprised that to the level of it in this scenario, you know.
Mm-hmm. It happens. It happens more places than you think. It's happened at Uber, and their reputation still is like falling because of it.
So I don't like Uber and Lyft. I've never given any of them any real credit. I've always had a problem with the concept, and part of it's because I was a cab driver and I understand what that life is. But
Right.
like I've always just Uber is not a thing that I've ever been comfortable with. Now, not for myself in general. Like the good luck to the person who decides they want to kidnap me. But
Right.
Jesus.
point is I've
Poor
never really
planning.
trusted
That's just
it.
poor planning.
But
That's what that is.
yeah, and yeah, I don't know. It shouldn't be
Yeah.
a thing. B
My girlfriend, she works in tech, and
Hmm.
she follows other women in tech, and they all share stories and stuff. And one of them brought up like this nightmare story that actually was popular enough that even social media picked it up. But the treatment of a I forgot, it's not a survey analyst or something like that, but some higher up position, and how when she joined the team, she was given she was propositioned by her boss. And when she tried to bring it up, they said, "Oh, that was only a first-time thing. We're just gonna give him a stern talking to, but you have a choice of leaving the team." She leaves the team, and then finds out that he's done that more than once to other people, and that it's a pattern. And then she was getting like knocked down because she was having an issue with it. So it's like really like that stuff happens all the time, whether in like microaggressions or like just the standard of how things are. That's happened.
Dude, they're talking about in this article. Lacey went into. Yeah, I'm just gonna read directly from the article. This is on Kotaku.com. One day, Lacey conducted an experiment after an idea she really believed in. Fell flat during a meeting. She asked a male colleague to present the same idea to the same group of people days later. He was skeptical, but she insisted that he give it a shot. In quotes, lo and behold, the week after that, he went in, presented exactly as I did, and the whole room was like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing." His face turned beet red, and he had tears in his eyes and said, "Lacey, they just don't respect women."
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and this article goes on, talk about how ingrained in bros before hoe culture and that, and I don't know. That's just disappointing to read. Like, I know these communities and gaming communities can be toxic and sexist, but on this level, it's like,
Yeah, like on a working level, when it's awful. It's really awful. Like, how do you pass around a list? Like, what the fuck? This is a
Yeah, and it's
frat.
like for Riot, it's like, yo, you're like one of the titans in the industry. You know, like you're like
Yeah.
you is responsible for you. You're responsible for setting an example, right? You know,
Right.
like I mean, look at Blizzard. Like, you know, it's every like you look at them.
You know, and here's one of the things is you not just Blizzard, like Valve is another good example of a what's assumed a quality company because of
Yeah,
how they take care. Now, mind you, to work in Valve requires a pretty high standard. Like they're not just some indie company that picks up a guy who can texture well. Like if you're
Yeah.
on a Valve team, you can do virtually the whole pipeline, and you're scary good at it. But I've never attributed Riot with high standards.
Yeah.
Now
apparently
part of
I
this.
shouldn't have. I've applied to them before.
So now with Riot, this is I don't know if this is concurred with the old regime, because I know they just had a big restructure recently, and that may be where some of this came out.
Hmm.
Yeah, these accounts are much earlier in the year. It just is coming out now.
Yeah, because I know they redid a bunch of shit. They got rid of some top end folks and a lot of problems, and just their business model has changed significantly this year, from my understanding.
Yeah, actually, it mentions that in the article because they say a lot of these things happened before May of this year and like after like November of last year, and then they talk about things like years past, but then it talks about the restructuring you're talking about later.
Yeah, and something that I need to I want to keep at the forefront here is that this happened in Riot because of people. Those people are at fault. Other people in the company that didn't do anything about it, to some degree, should have done something about it. Should have said something, but you shouldn't blame them for other ignorant assholes. So, and this isn't like a static.
No, for sure, this doesn't define every single person in the company. But
Yeah, 'cause
that is
the big
unfortunate
thing
though.
That happens, and it has been happening in the gaming community and all over the place, is that people are no longer innocent until proven guilty. They're guilty until we stop caring about the story.
Hmm.
And the story is important. The thing that this is happening, or this happens, needs to stop, and it's definitely being focused on now, which is good. So I don't know, with the restructure, I hope Riot's doing better. I hope they're gonna try and have better working environment for people,
I'm sure
because
that
it's
after
common
this-
sense, like being a human. It's strange because in time we went from this super respectful, family driven, community driven world to the whatever world was the 50s and 60s, and now we're slowly shifting back in a way.
Yeah.
But it's not really shifting back, it's shifting, it's like laterally moving, because we're not getting back to those core like community values. We're literally sniping people these days, and it's just I just keep my nose out of it because it's driving me nuts.
I think, honestly, I feel like part of it is because they have been so successful and they're making a lot of money that they kind of feel like they can just do whatever they like. They feel very powerful,
Hmm.
you know?
That may be the case with some of those people. I don't think the organization as a whole like runs under that mindset. Like
No,
if
the
that was the case,
organization
it's immune to this stuff.
You know, sexist. I don't think that's possible. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Either way, sad stuff. Treat other people like you should treat yourself. That's that simple. Like, why is that hard for folks? I don't get it.
Unless you hate yourself, don't treat people like you hate
Well,
yourself.
law of averages and human
Yes, hate
nature.
yourself.
So
Oh god.
Well, that's what feminism is all about, though. It's about hating women as much as you hate men.
Oh word. That is not the official view of the Top Rated Bob Squad. Just for anybody listening, that is not.
He was like, "Is that so?" Well, then.
I mean,
Disclaimer.
if we want to bust out statistics, we can.
We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Forget it.
Moving
back.
on. Negan comes to Tekken. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
That's literally it. That's it. That's the
bro.
news. There's nothing else on it. And they released.
I don't even want to give that my attention.
Dude, so well, here's the thing: they released the trailer for the season 2 pass for Tekken 7, and they don't even show Negan like in the trailer. Like,
Which just sucks because that's what I wanted.
Yeah, they just have a picture of who's the actor, Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan at the end of the trailer, and he's like,
that character was not cool enough to be in a Tekken game. Let me rephrase that. Tekken is not cool enough to take Negan. It doesn't matter. I also hate Walking Dead now, so like,
So you're saying
stop.
they're
Yeah.
both shit, so they belong together?
No, they do not belong together. They're both shit because.
That's funny.
I mean, you're not gonna be playing Tekken or.
You're damn right.
Like, why do you care?
Yeah, why the fuck? No,
This is
I'm
a
with.
podcast.
I got my
no,
own goddamn
with him, though.
opinion.
I'm not giving them any money, and I don't want it to
No, I think
be
that's
in the
stupid
game.
as shit. Like, what's the draw? Like, why out of all the characters, like fighting game fans, like the hardcore fighting game community doesn't, like Walking Dead character? That's not who they want. Like, what?
Do you know how much cheaper it is to include a Walking Dead character in Tekken
Oh,
than to create a
shit.
Walking Dead game?
That's dumb as shit. It was a dumb move.
Do you know how hard it is to like? They don't have the money.
Like, why don't they
to-
put like Eat Man in there or some shit? You know, like
Oh man, they did put
put a
Noctis Lucius Calum from Final
Tekken?
Fantasy 15. Yeah, in Tekken.
Oh, that makes sense. They definitely look like they belong in that universe. They
Just
got the
with
hair
the
and
swords,
everything.
it's weird. Yeah, the hair. Yeah,
all
there was
right,
a weird
fucking
point where
moving
they were
on.
fighting in wedding dresses. Like there was a woman in a wedding dress fighting in a church against a
Look,
lady
Bruh,
who just
it's-
came from a
I don't
funeral,
even ask
and they
for
were fighting each
games
other.
Anymore. Like,
I
look at
was
Ivy
like,
and
is
Soul
this
Calibur. Like,
story?
what the fuck? I don't know.
I was like, is this story content?
Like, you know the weirdest thing about Ivy and Soul Calibur is like in that game Cervantes is her dad, right? So like it's like, damn, yo, you let your daughter, like, what did you do? Like, you fucked up.
What is
Like, if
what
that's
kind
your
of dad
daughter,
did you
like,
have to be
fucked up.
to
Like,
let
she's
that
got
be your
some serious
daughter?
daddy issues. She got serious daddy issues. Anyway, though, moving on. Actually, you know what? You two can handle this. You three, because I don't follow it. Nintendo Direct.
Oh yeah,
It was a Smash Direct. Oh wait, this is right up your alley.
Nintendo
Oh,
Smash Direct. Welcome back
baby.
to the Lightning SmashCast.
Welcome. What's going on, fellas? Yeah,
God.
boy.
Oh, did you get the sound?
Yeah. Hit that again, boy. Hit that again, baby. Hey.
Fuck yeah! Wait, you gotta send me the link to that. I need that. So-
It's an app for your phone.
Oh fuck yeah! Yeah, send me what app that is, dude.
Send
where- no, hold
me
up.
that app, by guy.
What is this?
Yeah, so
I just hit it. Oh god, that's fucking awesome. I need that. I need to save that. I need to.
I need that.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. All right, Lightning Smashcast. Let's do
all right,
it.
No.
so if you guys are fans of the Super Smash Bros,
Which
Smash
you guys are.
Ultimate Direct, Nintendo Direct Smash Ultimate Edition came out this week, and they announced two new characters.
Yep. It was Simon Belmont from fucking Castlevania.
Castlevania.
Yeah, and then K. Rool from the Donkey Kong series.
Yeah, and if you're interested at all, watch the trailers because they're fantastic.
And they're really good. They're really well animated. I have a lot of favorites from throughout
Yeah.
Smash.
Yo, Luigi got
Love their trailers.
Luigi
Yo, Luigi
fucking
took
dies.
the L.
murdered.
He held the L in his hands. That was crazy. I was like, bro, what? Because like, all right. So the really funny part about it is that in Castlevania, I don't know if you ever any of you played Castlevania, but Dracula's Castle, the level of difficulty that is Dracula's Castle was made to be like at least like 3 levels above anything you've done before because Dracula's supposed to be this badass.
Yeah.
And it's really, if you're not even a high enough level, Dracula does this move where it's just a giant fireball that obliterates you if you're not even remotely strong enough to beat him. He just ends you. You get a game over automatically for approaching him. And Luigi is, of all people, is in that scary ass dungeon, and like he's just getting his ass beat by everything in that game, and that was just
That is
awesome to
just
see.
unfortunate.
Yeah, it was really good, man. I thought that was beautifully done.
Yeah, I'm also excited too because I love the music from Castlevania, and
Yeah.
they have 37 plus Castlevania tracks going into Smash Bros. Like, that's
So good.
that's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot of shit.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's a lot of fucking characters. I mean, songs. Yeah, I'm loving the attention. They also, I saw that they also in the trailer when they were showing off all the music and stuff. I noticed that they had a what was it for Zelda? There was the 2017 presentation trailer. It was like they have this song in the game that is so damn good for Breath of the Wild that they've only put in the E3 trailer, and that's the trailer that made me want to get the game, and I think that song is gonna be in Smash Ultimate 2. It's like God, the amount of music in that game. It was like what 900 tracks?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think he said 900 songs in that game.
Nice. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
Also, if you haven't been following Smash Ultimate very much, they are kind of embracing what's called Echo Fighters.
Mm-hmm.
So with Simon Belmont coming on, there's also going to be Richter Belmont.
Yep.
And the Echo Fighters are basically like you have Peach and you have Daisy, and they're very similar, but they have like a couple little differences in them. And there's going to be an option basically to have them kind of sorted into the main character, so you can like just choose an Echo character like you would choose like a character's outfit or something.
Mm-hmm.
But
Wait,
yeah.
what's an Echo?
An Echo character is a character that fights very similar to the Smash character, but they're just called Echoes. Like they were called clones before, because they had the same moveset as another character, but they were still in the game.
So what's the point of
So
them?
You've like Pit and Dark
kind of
Pit.
like aesthetic. So like Marth. So a good example would be if for Fire Emblem, you have Marth and Lucina. I personally hate Marth's character in his original game because he's just a prince that gets carried by his entire team to save his kingdom back again. I think he's just trash. And for some reason throughout the series, they made him look cooler, like none of that happened, which is pretty typical of Marth because he's so
Like they
into
made 'em
himself.
look cooler.
Yeah.
Bastards.
And then you've got Lucina, who's his Echo. But she's a girl, she's a princess from a future where their world ends, so she goes to the past to rewrite that history, even if it makes her cease to exist. I think that she's a way better character, so I picked Lucina, even though they're pretty much the same, but with slight differences.
Yeah.
So there's like a personal choice in that. Like Falco used to be an Echo character, because he fought just like Fox in Melee, and
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was a
someone-
little bit different.
yeah, but he was a little bit different. And when
And
people
that's-
ask me why I played
that's what
Falco,
characters
I
are.
would tell them, yo, he has a Brooklyn accent, and he, that represents New York, so I play him. And that matters. Fox is from, I don't know, Washington. And he's got a corny ass accent, but Falco's Brooklyn.
Falco's cool though.
Yeah, Falco knows what it's like in these streets.
What is this? He's in these streets.
Yeah, so there's things.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's funny because they were like, I feel like the last direct they had, they were like, our main focus is going to be getting every character that used to be in the game into the game, but don't expect new characters.
Yeah, just don't be too excited, guys. We're working really hard on this, so don't expect too many characters. I just like there are people that
Doesn't
make
this put
jokes.
them at 90 now? Wasn't it 88
He puts
before?
there's like 60 characters in that game, 60 plus characters in that game.
It's basically League of Legends.
It's
With
it's like
less
it's
sexism.
getting bigger than
Damn.
yeah. There's an option in the game to make all the Echo characters in the same box as their counterpart because of how many characters there is.
Yeah.
That
And
shit
will
makes me laugh.
I mean, everyone's still crying out for Waluigi.
Yeah, which is kind of dumb because Waluigi's only purpose is to give Wario a partner to play with in tennis. Like that's his only. That's his
Was
only
that
Gold.
his purpose?
That's yeah, bro. His first appearance is in Mario Power Tennis. I had the game as a kid, and yeah, like Waluigi, like there, you know that Rick and Morty thing with the robot who's like, "What is my purpose?" And Rick goes, "You passed the butter,"
You
and he's like,
passed the-
"Oh
yeah.
my god!" So like, it's
He's
him
like, "Yeah,
asking
welcome to the club,
Miyamoto.
pal."
It's Waluigi asking Miyamoto what his purpose is. He's like, "What is my purpose?" And Miyamoto goes, "To play tennis with Wario." And he's like, "Oh my god!" Like, there's no point to Waluigi. That's why when Waluigi smashes assist trophy, he's in the game as an assist trophy. When you use it, Waluigi runs up to you and stomps you into the ground with a tennis racket in his hand.
Oh my god.
That's how. That's his only connection to the Mario lore is that he just plays tennis with Wario.
But
I don't know why
Waluigi
people
is-
want him so bad. It's
he's
kind of idiotic.
Yeah, man. I mean, why does anyone want more Fire Emblem characters?
Exactly. Nobody
mean-
wants that.
I think the point is people want what they want, and they're just gonna. I have a feeling that Waluigi is gonna make it into Smash Ultimate on player's choice alone.
You know, he probably
he's a-
will.
He's an echo for the garbage bag character that they have.
I mean,
Man.
if they have the Mii fighters in Smash, like
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's
like they may as well throw Waluigi in
I
there.
know Castlevania and Final Fantasy VII is the most surprising one to me.
I think that's
Yeah.
cool though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool. I think it's fucking amazing. I think that's like one of my favorite parts. Oh no, shit. Snake.
Snakes in there.
You
Yeah.
got Naked Snake, that was old Solid Snake from Solid Metal Gear series in that game. When he showed up and it said, it was like, "Everyone is here, bruh," and then they start showing all the melee characters. I was like,
Yeah.
when Snake made his first appearance, I was like, "Get the fuck out, Shadow Moses, Shadow Moses Island."
So it sounds like it's shaping up to be pretty good. You got when's this come out? December?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
Shit.
You still got much
or
more
was
coverage.
it November?
not soon enough. That's when it's coming out.
I got a severe flash flood warning. Fuck you, man. Let's try to
December
go
7th.
get some-
Screw you, Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Anyway, I
Hey,
want
go
to keep this train a moving.
Oh, the Smash Bros. Hype train? Yeah,
No,
no,
not
I
that train.
got you on the next thing.
Uh,
So, basically,
Monster Hunter map is revealed, so there might be a Monster Hunter playable character.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. That's
Like one of the assist trophies is a Rathalos, and he flies around the map shooting
oh,
fireballs.
they're
He's
definitely
basically
gonna
a
throw
boss.
Monster Hunter in there. Then.
Yeah.
he's gonna have a great sword probably. He's gonna.
Oh,
Because isn't that like the default Monster Hunter that they always go with?
Pretty much.
I
Yeah.
think
It's a great
so,
sword.
but if you've looked at Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, the name is becoming more ironic the more I think about Smash. Is that they have Monster Hunter, and she's this character who uses all the weapons. So she uses dual blades for like certain combos, sword and shield, and then like for heavy attacks it'd be like a great sword or a switch axe or something like that. And all of her specials are like combinations of her using all the weapons.
That makes
So
sense.
that might happen for Smash. I'm disappointed that Shovel Knight is not a character, but I understand.
yeah.
He's
But-
too cool for this world.
I want to keep it moving. Alex predicted the future.
Yeah,
Last
Wii
week.
Fit Trainer is. I'm just outside.
Jesus. Fit trader. He predicted the future last week with this Steam and Discord news. Yeah, Alex, you wanna tell everybody?
Nobody gives a fuck about Wii Fit Trainer. I did.
Nobody cares.
I did predict the future of Dimeridium Bombstradamus up in here. We got Discord.
I can't laugh at that. I literally have to stop myself. I cannot give you credit. No, I won't do. I won't fucking laugh. You can't make.
Alex, you want to tell them the story?
Sorry, I'm dying. Yeah, so Discord, with their whole games launcher, has now introduced a beta for their game store. They're going to be selling games through Discord. You can launch games from there already. And I think, I'm not sure, is it Discord beta only, or is that live now? But basically they're gonna be having they're gonna have a storefront on Discord where in some cases even developers are going to have partnerships with Discord where they release their game early through the Discord platform. So like it I imagine it's going to be not huge titles, but I guess we'll see. But like indie games and anyone really can partner up with Discord.
I think Dead Cells is
game.
actually going to be on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
it.
so like there are games that will be on Discord regardless, but I have a feeling that a lot of companies are going to try and sell through Discord because people like moving where the hype train is,
Mm-hmm.
But,
I mean, Discord's pretty popular. Like, it's not like it's a small platform,
Right, yeah.
How many things do you see where it's like, hop in the Discord channel? Like, I say, oh.
Yeah. But the early release, I think, is going to be sort of a... it's going to be sort of a one-off, like, I don't see that happening a lot. I see it being, specific launch events that they're gonna work to get more games onto their platform, basically, because they are trying to compete with Steam now, basically.
Really?
Steam has also integrated voice chat now. It looks
Mm-hmm.
like. I mean, they've had it, but
No, but they just made a
undergone
point to
a lot
make a
They
thing
cleaned
about
their
it.
shit up real hard
Yeah.
in the last week.
The group calling and stuff has gotten easier. Group messages have gotten I was gonna say easier, but have gotten possible on
Yeah.
on Steam.
I've not tried it yet.
So I think that's kind of where I'm at. Also, is that like I don't want to have to remember if I'm talking to somebody over Steam or Discord, and right now there's sort of two amorphous blobs that are kind of hovering too close to each other, and I'm like, it's gonna be pretty confusing as to where to go, because it like Discord was always like, all right, this is communication, and I go to Steam to open my games, but now it's like, all right, I can communicate through Steam now, and I can open my games through Discord.
Yeah, we should try to hop into Steam chat at some point.
We can do
Run
it
a
right after
podcast
the
in there.
podcast.
Yeah.
Give it a try. I just booted up actually. So.
Yeah.
We'll futz with it.
But yeah, there's cool new stuff coming. I mean, I always like when, good tech is pushing the envelope, and I like supporting Discord because they're a good solid company, and we've been using their tech for free for like 3 years now. So fucking throw them a bone, right?
Yeah.
It's also like unmatched when it comes to functionality. Like back in the day, it was like Skype was cool, and then TeamSpeak was a thing, and both
I
of
remember
those
TeamSpeak a little bit, but
people still use
I kept
TeamSpeak
Skype for a long time.
Fintulo, man.
Vent.
That
Fucking
job
Microsoft
Skype.
bought Skype, and then it went in the toilet.
Yes. Yeah, Skype went bad.
And now
Not a
Discord.
single ladies in my way too high. You know, when those profiles would randomly text you and go, "Hey,
What's
baby,
going on?
I'm outside your crib."
I'm online now. Click
this Con-
link.
Outside of your knowledge, that was actually me the whole time.
You just kept making a new account. Oh shit.
But yeah,
That's all I got on Discord.
That's. What do we got? What do we
so
got? What do we
what's
got?
the
Oh,
water next
yeah.
week,
All
Alex?
right, so a couple of things. It's currently QuakeCon. So first thing,
QuakeCon.
if you go, and I haven't checked Xbox or PlayStation Store, but right now on Steam, they have a QuakeCon sale up to 75% off on some of these games. Like you're talking. For those of you guys who don't know, QuakeCon it's Bethesda. You know, so you're talking Quake, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom, Prey, Wolfenstein. There's fucking everything's on sale. Doom's going for $10. I'm actually probably gonna buy that. Prey's going for 15. Wolfenstein 2's 60% off. Shit. Yeah. So that's going on. They released new trailer for Doom Eternal. That looks really cool, Josh. I saw that stuff you were posting.
Mm-hmm.
They added what they add? They added like a chain, like a grappling hook, and
It's like a
and
grappling
sword.
hook to the shotgun, which is freaking sweet.
Yeah, well, I wonder if it's just to the shotgun or if it's like a thing that you can attach to multiple weapons.
It seemed to
like
be
that.
just on the shotgun. I
Yeah,
didn't see it.
By the way, it was sweet. It had that buttery 60 frames a second.
Yeah.
Rage 2 is looking okay.
Mhm.
I didn't really play the first one, so I don't know. I'm not really following it. But it seems to have people hyped. What is... Oh, did you guys even talk about it when you guys did your SmashCast? You guys didn't say anything about SmashCon?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, Super Smash.
SmashCast is in here.
Lightning round.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Yeah. We got
Yeah!
Super Smash Con going on right now,
Ah.
and yeah, basically it's a bunch of tournaments. We got Melee singles, Wii U singles, Melee doubles. They're even doing 64 tournaments, which I have not seen a lot of that, but I have not been
What do you mean
involved in
64?
competitive Smash. Like
64 separate tournaments, my guy.
Oh.
Smash is hype, alright? You gotta understand there's a lot of people that come to these things.
I don't.
Let me tell you something.
Smash Bros.
Stop.
On Nintendo 64.
Yeah. Gotta stop giving him a leg to stand on.
I do. Alright, fuck it. There's Super Smash Con going on. We're moving on. We're fucking moving on. You
just
guys
gotta
can Google
stop.
it.
Giving them a leg.
Google that shit, people. Look. Monster Hunter World. Wait, who wrote that? Yeah, whoever
I did.
wrote that. Talk about that.
We fit trainer.
Alright, so Monster Hunter World, largest or most selling Japanese title on Steam. Like,
Nice.
big numbers. They've been doing great, even with the plethora of technical issues that they have been mildly plagued with when it comes to running Monster Hunter on the PC. And part of that is because Capcom's kind of forward thinking and like, yeah, if you don't have a certain, like, if your processor's too old, this is just not going to turn on.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're rolling around with a iMac, you're probably screwed.
Yep.
Or like Commodore 64 or some shit. So
Quick side note: somebody who I thought was my friend, where we no longer speak now, recently built a gaming computer, like a budget gaming computer. But when I asked him what kind of processor he got, he told me he got an i3. So I told him we can't be friends anymore. I was like,
I mean, that's reasonable and logical. So like,
he bought it for gamers specifically, and he was like, "Nah, I'm trying to play some new shit." I was like, "Bro, like you're gonna need something stronger than i3." Like he's already having slowdown problems just playing Overwatch. Like he already stutters. Like he can't go above 30 frames a second on Overwatch.
Is that a processor bottleneck, or is
I think.
it his
Well,
graphics
yeah,
card?
because I gave him my 660 Ti, and I was running like 80 frames on that when I had that.
Oh,
But anyway,
Yeah.
either way, Monster Hunter's doing well. I got a bunch of people playing it. I just keep resisting buying it because I don't need another Monster Hunter in my life.
You don't.
That's happening at
You
the
should.
end of the month, anyways.
Until it comes out for Smash.
Smash!
Jesus Christ.
Monster Hunter Smash Bros.
Wait, Josh, we're
Monster
talking about at the end
Hunter.
of the month.
Wasn't is it this month or next month? The Switch version comes out of Monster
what?
Hunter.
Smash Bros.
Monster Hunter.
Ultimate.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
There's no way it's not in Smash. Confirmed.
Wait, they're actually putting it on the Switch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Monster Hunter World isn't coming to Switch. It was the last iteration.
Oh, Generations. XX.
Yeah,
Yes.
whatever it is. But there's like fucking
That's-
90 plus monsters in that shit. I'm so
Uh-huh.
looking forward to that shit.
It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna play that shit. Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah,
there's a
you
lot
know
of
what?
there's a lot of I can't remember
I guess
subspecies.
when you think about it, there's not that many monsters in Monster Hunter World right now.
Yeah,
There's a
there's a
ton,
lot
but
of
there's plenty to
limitations
do.
in Monster Hunter Worlds. It's just the
It's gonna
class.
take time to build it.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
But so yeah, it's selling great. Folks are playing it. If you have an old processor, you can't play it. Fucking get on it. Computers aren't that expensive.
Yeah, just don't eat for a month.
Exactly.
There are so many other things you can do to save some money and put together a budget gaming PC.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's
Just don't get an i3, people. Just get the i5.
just be
High
smart.
five.
But yeah, no, it's doing well. It's selling great. People are loving it. And I will not buy it on PC because I already have it on PlayStation.
And we
Yeah.
need to hop back into that because they have
I really
the
need to.
Behemoth out right now.
Is it out right now?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's finally out.
And did they do the second part of
I think
the costume stuff?
I haven't seen it, but the Final Fantasy one says like it looks like it's like a being from another world or some shit, which I'm just like, oh, that's
Yeah.
probably fucking Behemoth.
Well, I'm actually gonna try and get on tonight because my brother is actually free. So
Let your boys know.
I
Yeah,
will-
you should have
I will
seen
hit
it.
you
Kapil's
guys
been
up.
struggling, man. He's
Dude, it was so bad. It
He's
was
got
so bad.
He's got the poor hunter's life right now. When
I
we
got nothing.
we fought at Teostra like what 5 times, and
It was,
he
it was
carded.
like 3. Let's calm the fuck down.
The
Um,
5th time he carded, he was like, he was like quest end, and he's like on his knees. I'm on my knees, and he's like, look, man, look, man, I got like I didn't even say anything. He was just like, look, man, I'm just I'm out of mushrooms, I'm out of potions. I don't know. I'm trying to do this, can't do that. Like look, man, I go to my apartment and someone broke into my house and took my cash, and I don't know what to do. So I'm trying to make out the money. I used up all my materials. Like, I can't even fix my door. I'm trying to fix my door before I even get anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
this escalated. Shit.
It was
Yeah.
so funny. I was crying the
Dude,
weeks.
it was so bad.
Because
Like,
he just started explaining himself.
like
he
you know
lost
how like
so
you
bad.
like you start explaining yourself for no reason. Like it's nobody's business what the fuck is going on. But I'm over here like, look, you need to know. You need
Like,
to know
as soon as
right
we
now.
died, I was like, ah. And then he's like, look, man. And then he just opened up.
Oh, it was so bad.
All I did was sigh. I was just like, look, man.
Just had to get it
I
out.
don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I
Get it
have
out.
reasons. I can explain.
Yeah, dude, I
Oh,
was getting cause Josh, it's like I'm at that part right now. Like now, I'm just trying to like get the builds, get the gems to make my shit. But it's like,
All his shit went to fighting that horse.
The goddamn
Yeah,
thunder
like,
horse.
tempered
yeah.
Karen.
I use
Yeah.
so much like shit try to like take that
Like,
motherfucker down.
You take an Instagram photo, your thumbs are bloody
Mm-hmm.
and singed, and
Yeah.
like, all your hair has been like
Right now, like
torched
I'm
off.
harvesting, I'm collecting my harvest, my honey harvest, every mission now. Like I can't even let it go. Like I need those 12 mushrooms I got, those 12 honeys, so I
Good
can make
God.
mega potions.
Oh, we got get out. We got to give you
Yeah,
some
you
help,
gotta
man.
help,
This is some like food shelter shit going
Yeah,
on.
Dude,
in Monster.
yeah.
like, I'm over with the Palico
fourth-
chef like a goddamn soup kitchen.
Yeah. You're at the fourth. What? Like, it was like the fourth leg of my chair fell off, so I'm
Oh,
using
gee.
my I'm using my pet
It's so
just like
bad.
as a third
Your
leg.
Palico's like propping up the
he
stool.
just propped
I'm
up the
about to
stool.
eat my
honestly.
Palico, dog. I need shit.
He
Oh,
saw
God,
me
that's
eating
bad.
all his
All right.
flash flies that he's got in his box, and I told him I was
So-
hungry.
You need help, bro. You can't be eating your
Next
flash
on
flies.
this list, moving on from this
Red
homeless
Dead
monster hunter
Redemption.
conversation.
I'll just say like there's a couple trailers that were released. Red Dead Redemption
For
2.
Red Dead Redemption,
That,
Yep.
Did you
More
see
than
that
one?
shit?
They
You
got a
didn't
new
see
one.
the
Yeah,
the second one.
it's
Today,
like a
yesterday. It was
17
like 2
minute
days ago.
playthrough.
Yeah, but there was a part one. And
Oh,
combat.
part two's not out yet.
Oh,
Oh, no, I'm
I
talking about
almost
the one that
dropped
was, like,
out of this
6 minutes
cast right
long.
now. I just like watch it. Yeah, the 6 minute
Yeah.
long one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't play the first one. Everybody who looks at me when I say that, they like
Eh.
disown me as a friend.
Nah, the first
but-
one wasn't as hype. I don't know what it was.
The first
But
one was
I
like
loved it.
it's like a precision bullet gameplay, and that's what made Red Dead Redemption stand out, because you don't have all these fancy guns, you just have your skill with the gun, and so
Except
like
for Deadeye.
yeah, right, the Deadeye, you're just a god for like 2 seconds, but
For no reason. It's
for Red
straight up
Dead
McCree. Like it's McCree in Overwatch.
it's McCree, yeah, it's McCree, and you just
Max
decide to be
Payne in the
McCree.
first game.
Yeah, you're like, it's high noon. Guy's like, it's 9 p.m. and then he gets blasted. And in Red Dead Redemption 2,
Fix your clock, damn it.
yeah, fix your clock, God damn it. I don't see no moon up
He
here.
said it's high noon. Nah, it's 9 p.m.
Nobody disagree with me. In Red Dead Redemption, they moved that system to Max Payne 3 with the bullet time fighting and diving and stuff, and they added precision gameplay and multiplayer, precision systems in multiplayer, so that when your character got shot and killed, the damage accumulated that ended in your death will be shown on a target, like a human target, like like one of those target signs that you aim your gun at when you're practicing in the gun whatever place, I don't know what it's called. That shit, it shows you like where you were shot and like how you were shot. And then they moved that system to Red Dead Redemption 2, back to Red Dead Redemption 2. So like it's an improved system.
It
And
looks awesome.
It does. I'm disappointed they didn't add, diving. Like I know it's a Max Payne thing, but you don't have to slow down time. You could just, have like a last ditch, dive if someone's like about to shoot you, and you try to take advantage by diving to the side and shooting at the same time. You can dodge the bullet, shoot the guy, and that'd be some cool shit. But
I don't know. I mean, I'm
That'd be
sure they
feature.
got something like.
I
I'm
hope
sure
they
it'll be
do,
fine.
because I don't. That's kind of weird, like a missed opportunity. Like at least mobility. I know it's trying to be realistic, but
I'm giving Rockstar the benefit of the doubt because
you know how
Every time
hard
it-
it is to run in GTA, man. You look like an idiot every time you run, because like you're so clunky. You can barely turn. You like swivel and shit. Like it's for the sake of realistic animation.
Yeah,
Well-
the animation transitions in GTA is a little funk, but
Yeah, like trying to get into a car. Like try to get into a car and not look stupid. Like try to run to your car and press the button to get you into a
Try
car,
to not look
and
stupid.
see your character walk to the back of the car, then turn quickly around and go back to the front of the car, and it's like, okay, just grab the handle and pull. Just grab the handle and pull, and then you open the door. You get in the car, and you're like, why did it take 10 seconds for me
GTA
to?
does have some like
Why am I
stupid
doing
ass things. Like sometimes like it's weird. Like you'll run up to the car and like that car won't even be moving, but it'll act like you just got hit by a car. Like where you touch it wrong, and it's like and then you fall over and you roll on the ground. It's like what? The car was parked. The car was parked. Like what?
It's
Like,
a parked
that-
car,
that,
dude.
That shit has definitely happened.
Like try to climb up on something so that you can jump a fence. Like try to climb over a fence and then stand on top of the fence and try to walk along that fence and then jump off the ground. Like the game will automatically make you like slide off the roof or not jump, or if you do jump, your character just can't land or grab anything, so he just smacks the roof and falls on his back.
All I know is Red Dead Redemption 2, watching this gameplay shit, it looks like, I don't know, it looks much better. It looks
It
like
looks
they
so good, yeah.
overhauled a
Mhm.
bunch of shit. I don't think it's gonna fall into the same. Like, I think it's gonna be another bar. Like, like they're
You
setting
should-
another one.
Bro, the running.
Because Josh,
in,
the first
in Red
one
Dead
was
Redemption
very
1
good.
was
It just
awful.
didn't. What's up?
The running in Red Dead Redemption 1 was really bad.
Yeah, no, but again, we're talking how many years ago was that?
That was like, yeah, it was a long time.
But the first game, though, overall was very good, and like part of it is what
Mhm.
Cottrell was saying was, you really had to think about like when you were doing the gunplay and the gunfights. It's not like GTA where you're just having a machine gun and just spray and do whatever. It's like
Yeah, you just do
everything
the
was much
damage
more
you want.
tactical in here. Also, for me,
They also
too, just
added the physics
landscape.
engine.
Yeah, but even the landscape, like in Grand Theft Auto, I rarely drive. I like get the taxi and do the fast travel shit and whatever. But in Red Dead, man, I took my horse everywhere, man. I was just fucking trotting and galloping along. Like that thing was so cool. Like just the whole atmosphere, the whole environment of it. And this one looks like, I mean, look, man, they got a whole snow section in here.
Yeah,
That
they
was
got
cool.
a desert.
Like they got the mountains, they got the desert. They got these fucking rivers. Looks like a straight up Oregon Trail up in this bitch.
Yeah, and it's really pretty too. Like,
It's
did you see the one
gorgeous.
that guy in the way the environment actually interacts? Like they said, we're not doing open, and we're doing more than just open world. And I was like, I don't know what they mean by that. But when I saw the main character of the game shoot, when I saw him shoot one of the bad guys, well, I don't know if he was a bad guy or whatever, but he shot somebody, and birds on the roof above him took off. Like, that was crazy.
Dude, they're showing a fight between a bear and two wolves right now. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's part of a story thing or if that's like actual shit that happens in a wild.
That looks like just wild, like wild shit.
It looks like they're gonna go big on the hunting one, which could be cool. I'm always wary when like they make that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you should be, because it's gonna be a survival kind of thing.
Oh,
So,
shit,
if
what?
you
What
notice-
is
if
that
you
what they're doing?
notice-
Do you think they're gonna
if
make
you-
it more survival?
Yeah, so if you notice, there's a scene where the main character Morgan, he's carrying a rifle in his left hand. He's got a gun on the back, a long gun on the back on his back, and then you've got his pistol holstered in his pocket. When they brought up the horses, how the horses carry your shit and all that stuff, they didn't mention that if that horse got shot, that stuff hits the ground, and you gotta you gotta take what you can carry and keep it moving. Like, there's like, you can lose your horse and you can lose your cargo. Like, if your hat gets shot off in the middle of a gunfight and you run away, the only way you can get your hat back is, like, other than buying a hat, is going back to that town, picking that hat up off the floor and putting it back on your head.
Oh shit! It shows it looks like it has a what do I want to say? Interaction system similar to Fallout 4. It looks like there's like 4 buttons you
Yeah.
can put.
Yeah,
aim,
like there's a
weapon,
guy who
drop,
points a gun
diffuser.
at you.
Maybe.
Yeah, you can threaten people. You can do more than just pull out your gun, shoot
Is
the
this
problem.
this takes place before
Yep.
Red Dead 1, right?
Red 2,
Interesting.
which is better because Red Dead 2 is pretty much the end of it. It was like the fucking Edo period in Japan where samurais like really died out. It's really kind of dull unless you take specific parts of it that makes it interesting. But in Red Dead, they're trying to do that for like, telling somebody, intimidating witnesses without killing them, not robbing
Yeah.
someone, not getting involved, saving someone's life and having them be your partner for like a little bit, hanging out, getting drunk, doing interesting things, or like going back to the camp and your people that live at the camp are asking you for favors or trying to work with you on certain stuff.
We'll see. It sounds like they're making it a little more RPG-ish, which could be cool. But
They're making it godlike, and they're trying to
What's
do
up,
that.
Josh, what?
Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
I mean, I'm not a Western guy. Something about it, like
That's fair.
it
Yeah,
never
neither am
never
I.
does it for me. Like movie wise, show wise. I mean, Westworld was cool, but that, let's be honest, it's not just a Western.
That's
Yeah.
something else entirely.
I actually have some excitement for this game, and I'm definitely not.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely not my cup of tea, and I will probably pick it up.
Yeah, because most cowboy shit, it's like impossible time periods or things or characters from certain legends or rumors put in a movie, and then like doing the fetishized version of like what a cowboy does, and then Red Dead Redemption 2 is like, no, you are banned. Like an outlaw doesn't have to be just a criminal. An outlaw could be someone that, like escaped somewhere, and the only way they could survive is by like robbing. Like there's actual people involved, and there's like, everyone's got a schedule. The newspaper man's got a schedule. The farmer's got a schedule. Like the game's got like, living and breathing. So it's more than just like, oh, a shoot 'em up cowboy game. It's this game is like they're trying to do what GTA did with like modern day, and they're trying to do that with like the
It's
rise
got
of America.
more meat on its bones than most,
Yeah.
I definitely see it. I have interest in it, and a large portion of that draw for me is the quality of work that seems to have been put into this is pretty astonishing. And I know Rockstar Games is no slouch, but GTA, for example, it's never felt like something that it's a living, breathing world as far as we've been able to produce, but it's never been something that, oh my god, that looks amazing.
Well,
like, holy shit, the material quality of it. The
overall,
fucking
like
visuals,
it's
like,
like
meh.
Skyrim. Like it looks good overall, but when you you
But
examine
then
the
I look at
details-
Red Dead 2 and I'm like, holy shit,
Oh, yeah.
man.
You know
like
what?
that-
Hey, you're like, I actually want to camp under the stars.
You
in
know
this
what I
game.
think Red Dead 2 where Red Dead 2 succeeds where it's almost impossible for GTA to succeed is because of the time period, because it's a western and this is before the rise of modern civilization. I think it allows for more personal narratives. Whereas
And
in like
more, yeah.
GTA,
Something that's not seen
that's
so
the
much.
scope of that is ridiculous. You're talking like crossing countries, you're talking about huge corporations, and like everyone's vying for whatever. But like this is still like before all that type of stuff was an everyday thing. So it's like a much more personal, intimate story, and I think it'll succeed because of that. Or it's part of the draw of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
I mean, I agree. Like it allows you to narrow that focus a little bit. Yeah, that's all I got. Like I'm digging.
It's exciting as fuck.
Moving on.
Speaking
Oh,
of
Josh, you were
trailers,
hyping me
Have
yesterday
you
for
guys seen that
Doom
new
Eternal.
King K. Rule trailer?
Yes, go away. Doom Eternal, that looks tight. Josh, did you want to expand on that, or?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't really need to. It's Doom.
Oh,
you
I
know,
did read that they were going to be trying to introduce competitive multiplayer for this one.
For Doom?
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah, for Doom. It's going to be
I
different
would
apparently
assume-
from the first one. I don't know.
I assume the reason they're doing that is because like Quake doesn't have much of a leg to stand on these days, even though like Quake.
Dude, I was trying to sign on yesterday, but I couldn't even get on.
Well, and the reason I say that is if they just roll in the multiplayer into Doom, and then Quake and Doom are just now the same thing, which technically they are. Like, I think that's probably what they're trying to do, is streamline their production cycle and their choices. So
Quake is free to play on now, by the way, people, if you're interested in trying to. Although I tried yesterday, I couldn't get on. For a while,
On Android
I thought it was
and
my
iOS
computer.
devices?
What's up? You say
Quake
it was on
Android?
Android and iOS?
Can we get that?
No.
Get Quake Android?
No. Oh, I don't know. Talk to ID. Shit. Oh, I'm on that Spider-Man hype train hard though. I don't know, man. Like I can't wait. September 7th can't come soon enough.
Yeah.
I'm so glad too because like that's already on days. I'm already off those days, so like I don't even have to take off work for that shit.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it just looks like it's gonna be a fun time, man. Just looks like it's gonna be awesome, amazing, spectacular. See what I did there? No, just me. All right. No one else on the podcast gives a fuck about Spider-Man.
I got the
Anyway.
reference. I just wasn't going to give it to you.
God damn
I
it,
can't.
Josh.
I can't give you the same those kind of props when I'm not willing to give them to the SmashCast bros.
Yeah,
like-
that's fair.
I got to treat everybody equally here, like that.
All right. Well, since no one gives a fuck about Spider-Man, Banner Saga 3. What's going on?
All right, so I'm not gonna go into Banner Saga 3 or 2, but I recently got Banner Saga 1. All 3 games are out, and they're like that's all the games that will come out for Banner Saga. Banner Saga is like a tactical game with a simple kind of concept that
So
can
good.
really complicate fighting. You've got defense and you've got strength. Your strength number determines how much damage you do, but it's also your health bar. And people, if someone attacks your health, to like and drains it to 1, they can only do 1 point of damage. Um, Defense is something that helps them helps them defend themselves against attacks towards their strength, because their defense points subtracts how much damage it does before it hits the person. So it's like really interesting stuff. Like, do you break their defense first, or do you break their attack? Because you don't want them hitting you really hard. And like it's simple, but it's really complicated, and there's choices in the game. And it's like Oregon Trail meets Final Fantasy Tactics, and it's really interesting. The writing is so good. Oh my god, the writing is so good. Like, a perfect example of a quest is you're traveling, you run into a village, you're trying to outrun these monsters, and you come across a village that will be hit by these monsters. Some of the people, half of the farm knows that these monsters are coming and want to join the caravan that's passing them by me, so that they can avoid the danger and fight with people that are willing to fight against them, so that they can survive. The leader of the farm doesn't want to split the village in half, otherwise they would starve due to lack of hands that can work on keeping the farm alive. So these two brothers, Mogan and Hogan, are the ones that are the leaders of the faction trying to village, and you have a choice between jumping in with the leader and stopping the rebellion, or taking the soldiers, Mogan and Hogan and their group and the people with you. But it starts a fight, and when the villager looked at Mogan and was like, "I'm going to kill you before I let you destroy this village." And the Mogan looks at his brother and he's like, "Oh, that's not really fair. He just told me I'm gonna die. Are you gonna be okay with this? Would you rather farm?" And his brother says, "I think I'd make a terrible farmer." And then you guys fight it out, and it affects you. Like, you have soldiers now, but then you also attack the village. Your daughter now talks to you about it. Like, there's a lot in the game, and I'm like, how is this $20? Is it just because it's not as long? But like,
Nah,
Jesus, it's so good.
The Banner Saga series, and I gotta give him complete props for this. It's one of the best tactical strategy games, like and story arcs. It's one of the best I've ever played. I love it. It's one of the few that I've actually played. The other side of that coin, it's all on Android and wonderful. I can play this shit on my phone wherever I am.
Oh, is it?
My tablet. It's the best thing ever.
It's kind of like reading a book. Like, it's like an interactive book almost, and
Yeah.
it can stress you the fuck out. It gets you really engaged. Like, there are characters that lose arms. Like, I've lost. Like, and it's weird. It's like there are certain battles where you can't. Like, the main character, if the main character loses all of his strength, he's not killed. He's injured. Like, most of your characters are injured, and yet the intensity of the game, the stakes and how high they are, they're so high that even when you go into a battle, there's still that feeling in the back of your head that if one of these characters gets knocked out, they will die.
Well, and even that, like, you could lose some serious fights or resources that you need like, the consequential gameplay is amazing.
Yeah. Like, I actually lost a soldier that I had in the game on a bad decision, and it wasn't even a fight. We were climbing up a hill with treasure, and we got assaulted by these monsters. They're called the Dredge. We got assaulted by the Dredge, and one of them attacked the cart, sending flying the treasure that we had. That's to help us buy, food and water and and service. And one of my soldiers grabbed the case and grabbed the tree, trying to hold on to it, but a dredge was holding on to the treasure case. So it's that typical, like, what do? Like, oh, like, tell him to let go of the case and lose the money, or try to attack the dredge and kick him off and then help him up, or just try to help him up. But then you'd probably fight the dredge that's coming, and there'd be more because you'd get swarmed. And I attacked the dredge, and because I hit the dredge, it wasn't enough. The tree gave out, and my teammate, my actual soldier, the treasure, and the dredge go flying down, and they hit the ground. And then I had to choose whether or not I wanted to go down there and actually, recover his body, or just recover the treasure, or just leave so that I don't run into another fight because we have to run away. And I lost him permanently. Like, he died, and I'm like, that just happened like that instantly. It was like completely passive. It's interesting how that game, like, that game stresses me the fuck out, but like in a really good, like a page turner. Like, it doesn't feel like, oh, I don't want to, I don't want, like, oh, this is stressing me out because I want to make all the right decisions. It's not about all the right decisions. It's like, I just want these people to live. And I feel like, even though I have so many opportunities to survive, this game doesn't give me that security that everything's going to be okay if I just make the right choices. Yeah.
Part of it is because it's so narratively driven, and your choices, they matter and they change things, but you're still going to the same goal. Like, what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I just got to the point where magic gets involved. And I was like, "Oh God, this is even more This world is even more terrifying than I originally thought it was." And I'm only on the first fucking game, bro. Like, that. This game is so good.
It's for anybody who hasn't played the first two, go get them. They are some of the most wonderfully animated, visually pleasing games I've ever encountered.
They definitely threw me back. Yeah, they definitely. I was like, I thought, I started thinking about like World of El Dorado and like other, old school like animations I used to watch as a kid. That was pretty good. That was satisfying. Like Hobbit and shit.
Yeah,
it was good. It was really good. I might play that after this cast.
I have them installed on my Shield, and I can take them with all of my books.
I got them with the Switch because I'm trying to show that Switch support.
Another one that I'll put on that same list of visually pleasing and surprisingly amazing, Octopath Traveler.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've heard that's been getting pretty good reviews.
I'm glad it made the sales it did. I don't want the game, but I'm glad it made the sales it.
I was thoroughly impressed, and largely because it's probably the best looking 2D interpretation that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's really pretty. It's almost like it's nostalgia. Like the way they gave the 3D spin, it made me nostalgic.
It totally does
by default.
And it's also beautiful because of how they use their lighting setups and the parallax and the camera and all this. Like, they just do this really cool bunch of shit. Like, it's
they
really
ever
neat.
remade Suikoden 2, I would want it to look like that.
I still have that like, I have the game in the box, and I still have the giant guide with all of the mountainous amount of characters.
Yeah, the amount of characters in that fucking game is stupid. Dude, I actually I've never played it. I've watched my cousin play it as a kid, but I barely remember it. I just remember that game was like, had good music and I wanted to play it. So like, part of me still wants to play that game, but I have no way of doing that without like, I don't even know if I can get an emulator that runs that shit. It's just not happening. I really want, like, I would love to play that shit. And if I could, it would look like Octopath Traveler.
Yeah, so I just that kind of underneath Banner Saga, I think it's another one of those really kind of, it's not so much a sleeper, but it's very, very good.
Yeah, the guy who did it also made Bravely Default, so
okay.
Yeah, that's a good reason to check that game out.
Yep. So cool. Well, I think that's it. We're gonna move into what we've all been playing. Life.
I feel like we already kind of just transitioned into that.
Yeah.
Oh, not me. but
I definitely, that's me. Banner Saga. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Kapil, what have you been on?
No,
Monster Hunter?
what have I been on? A little bit of Monster Hunter. You know, still picking away at Dishonored 2. Right now I just booted up a Vorion for a bit.
Ooh, I would want to
shit.
play that. But
Josh, there's a game I came across the other day on Steam. I forgot to make a note of it. I was like, oh, well, you already have it. That's why. I was like, oh, of course, this motherfucker does. Oh, shit. It was a space game. Indie. I don't know what it was. Anyway.
Starport Gemini?
What?
Starport Gemini?
No. I'll have to find it again.
Well, now I'm interested, damn it.
Yeah.
Fucking. Yeah, so I've been playing Monster Hunter mostly, and some Dishonored. And they're both dope. You know, we got to get back. Oh, sorry, I'm stretching. Oh, fuck. I think they released the Behemoth, so I want to get on that at some point. I just got to get a whole bunch of shit from Monster Hunter. It's rough. It's rough right now.
Yeah, and it's just hilarious.
Yeah, and Dishonored 2 is the shit. I got past. There's this one I was reading in every review. There's one level which is early on in the game that's it's pretty. It's not like overly difficult, but the whole level is one puzzle. So I don't want to like think back to like Water Temple, where different things you did like change the layout of the entire temple, right?
Yeah.
It's the same. It's a similar principle here. Like there's different floors will actually move and reshuffle, and then walls and shit will also move and reshuffle in this level, and you have to figure out the correct way to fucking navigate through it. Because if you don't do it, you just end up like back at the fucking start. And it took me a little while to do it. It took me about like three hours, I think. But I was like, all right, cool. I beat it. I got it. And I think I only missed one fucking like collectible. Like not like I mean they're collectibles, but they help you. Like you get bone charms and runes in that game, and they both do different things with your supernatural abilities. And I only missed like one, I think. So I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, I'm about halfway through Dishonored 2, and then after that, I did pick up Dishonored Death of the Outsider as well. But right now I'm playing Dishonored 2 as Emily Caldwin, and I'm doing a stealth approach, so I'm only killing if I absolutely have to. Yeah, so that's been interesting, because then after that I'm just gonna go back as Corvo and kill everybody. But,
everybody getting these hands.
Everybody go die.
Whoa.
Man. So yeah, that's about it. Been teaching myself a little bit of AutoCAD here, trying to prepare for a possible job. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. CAD. Frustrating.
It's, you know what though, but it's not crazy after having experience in like Autodesk Maya and stuff. You know, I'm doing 2D instead of 3D, so I'm just drawing shapes and shit, really. But there is a lot of calculations and shit that come into play.
It's very mathematical for a reason.
Yeah, but I'm not doing. This wouldn't be for architecture. This would be more for a site layout type stuff for like a building site.
Archviz stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, it does everything. You know, it does electrical, it does architecture, it does auto, it's fucking everything. Yeah, that's about it though.
Cool. Alex, what have you been up to?
Oh, you know,
Oh,
not so bad.
Letterkenny.
I've been doing jack shit, man. I played some Rocket League and some Hearthstone and whatever, just to, you know, to kill some time, but I haven't had much time to kill lately, and going 100 miles an hour just between the play and you know, preparing for Orlando IX and stuff.
Cool.
Good to hear. Let me tell
Yeah.
you something.
So
Right.
I mean, still,
Why don't
I
you
guess.
hype up Orlando IX, man? Tell them what you're doing. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
you like you
Yeah.
sound like
Sorry.
Eeyore.
To be honest, Bree just kind of like crept in as I was talking, and I was like, "Hi." She's like, "Are you on the podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay, bye."
Hey, Bray.
So yeah, yeah, Orlando IX. We're showing Wiffle Blasters there. That's gonna be on Saturday. And honestly,
shit.
yeah,
Did you guys hear that?
yeah. What was
Yeah, I
that?
heard that.
Oh shit! It's raining. It's thunderstorming outside my
Oh, okay.
apartment right now.
Flood warning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna go
Yeah,
get food.
it's been crazy, but I'm excited to show the game off again in front of a new audience, just
Do you
because I
have
feel like I kind of lost some steam
a
on it.
site up for it or anything yet that we can plug?
We did just put up kind of a quasi temp site. So.
I'd say you can go to to Instagram.com/Zuckerberg Games.
Follow the
Yeah.
development. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
You heard it here.
Yeah. Also, I'm working on getting a website live at zuckerberggames.com. Right now, that website will just redirect you to our Instagram. So yeah, check out zuckerberggames.com.
Cool.
Hey.
And maybe there will be a new website live there.
Hell.
At some point
yes.
in the near future.
Yes.
So we'll include a link to that shit in the description. But I think that about wraps it up. Unless there's any last minute
What
things.
about what Josh has been playing? Did we do that already?
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
What's your plan?
Dude, I'm
What
so
am I
sorry.
playing? So got back from Minnesota. Been sick as fuck all week. It's
Oh,
been
that's
horrible.
right.
Haven't played
I saw
much.
you were at that fucking, what was it?
Demolition
Tactical
Derby.
Demolition Derby.
So that was entertaining. Came home, got sick all week. Still feel like shit, but not a hell of a lot. Poke at WoW periodically. Still looking to finish stuff for IX this weekend. I'm hoping it rekindles the fire because I've been dragging ass pretty hard the last 2 weeks when it comes to work. Oh fuck. Been getting down on that 4X life.
Which one?
Endless Space 2.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. It's not for me. I'm not a big on 4Xs, but I hear that's pretty solid. I have
Yeah,
Endless Legend, actually.
so do I. I have both of them. I never played Legend. I just got it on like super duper sale.
It's the same
And,
shit. It's just fantasy.
yeah, it's it's all everything's balanced differently, and the problem with it's not a problem. I mean, it is a problem, but 4X games directly feed the min-max gremlin in my life. Like, it's inside and it wants out at all times, and this Endless Space 2, now that I actually sat down and gave it a good go, it's feeding that creature, and then it rubbed space on top of it, so it's just like
Rubbed space on top. Oh my
rub
gosh.
fucking
Base.
yeah. So I don't know. I've been poking at that. It's a fun thing. I actually forgot that I had it. It's been running in the background during the whole podcast, just doing nothing. But yeah, that's really about it. I'm doing. Alex is in the play, so I'm gonna go see that tomorrow, and just poking at the game, and that's pretty much everything.
Oh shoot.
So tonight, Monster Hunter though. God damn it, that's happening.
Alright, we'll do it. Maybe we'll even stream it, people.
We should.
Oh, shit.
I will record it.
I won't bring Willie.
Oh man, yeah.
I
I would love to stream it, Willie, but yeah.
would
Anyway,
love to myself.
I think that about wraps it up. Thank you everybody for joining in to episode 36, and hopefully we'll be with you next week, and it'll be all of us again. I don't know, but until then, take it easy.
Peace.
Later.
You boy.